Ever wondered what catnip does to your cat? You may have noticed your furry friend's peculiar behavior when they encounter this plant. Catnip, a member of the mint family, is known to trigger quite an interesting reaction in our feline companions. From playful leaps to a state of blissful relaxation, catnip certainly leaves a mark. But like all things, it has its pros and cons. Today, we delve into the 7 main advantages and disadvantages of catnip for your feline friend. Catnip, scientifically known as Nepeta cataria, is a member of the mint family. Originating from Europe and Asia, this perennial herb has made its way across the globe, now commonly found in North America as well. What makes catnip unique is a volatile oil, nepetalactone, that's found in its leaves, stems and seeds. It's this oil that has a profound effect on our feline friends. When cats encounter catnip, they often exhibit behaviors like rolling, flipping, rubbing, and eventually zoning out. They may also growl and meow. This is because nepetalactone mimics natural pheromones, stimulating receptors that heighten feline happiness and activity. However, not all cats are affected by catnip. The sensitivity to this herb is hereditary, with about 2/3 of cats being attracted to it. This attraction is not immediate. Kittens less than 8 weeks old generally show no interest in catnip. Now that we know what catnip is, let's explore its benefits and drawbacks. Scene script. Catnip can have several positive effects on your cat. Imagine a world where you could motivate your cat to exercise more, reduce its stress levels, and even train it with more ease. This is the world of catnip, a natural herb that holds a multitude of benefits for our feline friends. Firstly, catnip can be a fantastic training aid. Sprinkling a little bit of this magical herb on a scratching post or a new bed can make them an instant hit. Cats are naturally attracted to the scent of catnip, making it a useful tool to encourage positive behavior. Secondly, catnip is a brilliant stimulant for exercise. We all know how much cats love their nap time, but a little catnip can inspire them to get up and get moving. The herb triggers a burst of energy, prompting your cat to leap, pounce and roll, which in turn aids in keeping them fit and healthy. Thirdly, catnip can also serve as a natural stress reliever. Just like a human might enjoy a soothing cup of chamomile tea, cats can find comfort in the calming properties of catnip. Whether it's a trip to the vet or a thunderstorm outside, a little catnip can help ease your cat's nerves. Moreover, catnip can promote dental health. Some cats love to chew on catnip leaves, and this chewing can help clean their teeth and promote good oral hygiene. Lastly, catnip can enhance the bond between you and your cat. Playing together with a catnip-infused toy can lead to joyful moments that strengthen your connection. However, it's important to remember that not all cats react to catnip. Approximately 1 in 3 cats are indifferent to it, and kittens under 3 months old usually show no interest at all. While catnip has these benefits, it's worth noting that it also has its downsides. But we'll delve into those in the upcoming scene. For now, let's bask in the glow of catnip's many advantages and consider how this fascinating herb can enrich our cats' lives. Despite the fun and games, catnip isn't always a cat's best friend. As with most things in life, there are some potential downsides that you should be aware of. Let's take a closer look at some of the main disadvantages of catnip. Firstly, it can cause gastrointestinal upset in some cats. This means your feline friend might experience an upset stomach, vomiting or diarrhea after ingesting catnip. So, while it might seem like a fun treat, it's not so much fun if your cat ends up feeling unwell. Secondly, catnip might lead to excessive scratching or biting. Some cats can get a bit overzealous when they're under the influence of catnip. They might scratch or bite at the source of the catnip, whether that's a toy, a scratching post, or even your hand. If this happens too often, it could potentially lead to destructive behavior. Thirdly, catnip can sometimes cause cats to become overly aggressive. While it's true that many cats become playful or excited when exposed to catnip, others might become aggressive. This could lead to fights if you have more than one cat in your home, or it could even lead to your cat lashing out at you. Fourthly, some cats can become overly dependent on catnip. This is a bit like how some people can become dependent on caffeine or alcohol. If your cat becomes too dependent on catnip, they might start ignoring their regular food, or they might become less interested in playing with their regular toys. And finally, it's worth noting that not all cats react to catnip. Around 1/3 of cats are completely indifferent to it. This means that you might go to all the trouble of buying catnip and setting it up for your cat, only to find that they are not interested in it at all. These potential issues highlight the importance of moderation when it comes to giving your cat catnip. As with most things in life, it's all about finding the right balance. Knowing the pros and cons of catnip, how can we ensure safe use? Now, let's discuss some important precautions to take when introducing catnip to your feline friend's environment and how to use it responsibly. Firstly, moderation is key. Just as with anything else, too much of a good thing can become a problem. Limit your cat's exposure to catnip to once every 2 to 3 weeks. This will not only prevent potential overindulgence, but also keep the experience special for your cat. Secondly, not all cats respond to catnip. Kittens under 8 weeks old in particular show no reaction and may even be repelled by it. Additionally, some adult cats are simply genetically immune to its effects. Thirdly, observe your cat's behavior with catnip. If your cat becomes overly aggressive or anxious, it may be best to remove catnip from their environment. Remember, the purpose of catnip is to provide a fun and stimulating experience for your cat, not to cause distress. Lastly, ensure the catnip you use is organic and free from pesticides. Non-organic catnip may contain harmful chemicals that could pose a risk to your cat's health. Also, be aware that while catnip is non-addictive and safe for cats, it can cause mild gastrointestinal upset if ingested in large quantities. So keep an eye on your cat while they're enjoying their catnip to ensure they're not consuming too much. Being aware of these precautions will help you use catnip in a way that benefits your cat while minimizing potential problems. So what should you remember about catnip and its effects on your feline friend? In our journey exploring the world of catnip, we've uncovered a few key points to remember. Catnip, a member of the mint family, can be a source of great pleasure for our feline friends. Many cats experience a state of euphoria or intense happiness when exposed to catnip, often resulting in playful behavior, which can be a delightful sight for any cat lover. Additionally, catnip can act as a training tool, encouraging positive behaviors when used appropriately. It's also been known to stimulate appetite in cats, which can be particularly beneficial for those finicky eaters out there. However, like all things, catnip is best used in moderation. Overexposure can lead to mild side effects like restlessness, diarrhea, and excessive drooling. In some rare cases, catnip can cause aggression in cats, especially if they feel their high is being threatened. It's important to note that while these side effects are generally mild and temporary, it's essential to monitor your cat's behavior closely when first introducing catnip. We've also learned that not all cats react to catnip. It's believed that sensitivity to catnip is hereditary, with roughly half of all cats showing no reaction at all. This means that your cat may be one of the lucky ones who gets to enjoy the highs of catnip, or it may be indifferent to it entirely. And finally, we've re-emphasized the importance of using catnip responsibly. This includes monitoring your cat's reaction, using it in moderation, and always ensuring that the catnip used is safe and free from any harmful pesticides or chemicals. Remember, every cat is unique, and not all cats will react to catnip in the same way. Be observant and responsive to your cat's individual needs and reactions.